Winter is on the way, and if your roof is in need of repair, don't be fooled into thinking that you have to hurry and get the work done before winter rolls in. It pays to be patient, and Academy Roofing is here to talk about what to look for when trying to find a quality roofing company. Academy Roofing has been locally owned, and they're celebrating their 31st year in operation. They're BBB accredited with an A+ rating, and they specialize in both residential and commercial roofs. Kurt Boyd, the owner and president of Academy Roofing, joins us today. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Chris.
So right now you guys are incredibly busy.
We are.
And other good roofing companies are busy too.
Yes, almost anybody in the residential roofing business in Denver is busy right now.
And really probably should be a red flag if you're finding a company that's not busy.
I would have to ask why.
What we're getting calls on, quite honestly, is people saying, I signed a contract with a roofing company. They said they can get to my project next week. You know, it's been a month, it's been 2 months, they haven't showed up. What am I going to do? There are companies out there that are doing that, aren't they?
Well, there are, and we get some of those same calls, you know, the distraught homeowner that said, well, this is what they told me and this is what is really happening. And I think, quite frankly, Chris, a lot of times we lose business because we try to be as honest as we possibly can up front, because there's so many moving targets that we hit with personnel and problems that may happen within the confines of the project, weather, and you know, even though we had the driest and hottest summer on record this year, sometimes that tends to slow us down. I mean, our guys were out there working when it was over 100 degrees all summer long. So those are lots of variables that go into it, but we try to be really honest with people as to when we think we can get there and how long we think the project's going to take, and sometimes that is can be overwhelming, I guess, and they choose to go elsewhere.
People really do need to be patient when they're looking for a roofing company, and don't just hire someone based on the time period they can get there, because you have time. Unless there's an emergency, you have time, and if there is an emergency, you can always help them with that emergency before you have to go and finish the entire job.
We try to, if there's a stopgap problem, we try to take care of that with our service department, and I call it the fear factor philosophy. You know, people come in and they put the fear into people, saying, well, you have to have this done before winter, or your roof's going to disintegrate.
Yeah, or collapse.
and quite honestly, in the first year after a hailstorm, there are very few property-threatening emergencies. You know, you have granule loss, but you still have the protection of the mat of the shingle as well. I'm talking about asphalt here, and those things can wait.
That's our number one complaint in all of the home improvement industry. It's roofing. The number one complaint from people, they're calling saying, look, I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of by my roofing company.
We've been number one on the hit parade for as long as I've been in the industry. Our industry has, and you know, I have to question people that are giving away iPads and trips and all those kinds of things just to have people sign their roofing contract. You know, that money's coming from somewhere. Are they charging too much? Are they not insuring their people? What's going on behind the scenes, if you will? No,
that's again good information. Let's talk about now. You can work through winter, so people don't need to be concerned. You know, because winter's coming around the corner, but in Colorado, you can work through that. I mean, there's times obviously you can't, but for the most part, you can. We
can, and we stay fairly full-time all through the winter. Most people tend to think of winter about the blizzards and the driving and that sort of thing, but you know, we get 300 days of sunshine a year. In January is our coldest month, and the mid-40s are the high. So, you know, in the mid-40s and sunshine high in the air, that's a pretty good roofing day for us.
Yeah, and I think too, what people really need to take away from this interview is that if you're being pressured to get your roof done before winter comes, you know, don't feel that pressure. There's no need for it. They're just trying to scare you. You know, take a step back, realize if you're not under an emergency situation, you can take time to get the roof done by a good roofing company, Academy Roofing.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for being here, sharing the information. I'm going to tell our viewers how they can get a hold of you. Academy Roofing has been working in Colorado for more than 30 years. They focus on Metro Denver, but they do work in Boulder, Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, and the mountain communities. Call them today at 303-360-0708 or visit their website at academyroofinginc.com. Mention Haystack when you call and get $25 off a gutter cleaning. Their number again is 303-360-0708.